ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CFP edition of the
You know
Dad
it.
Sports Podcast.
This is where we shine, baby. College football, baby. We love it. I love it.
Oh,
Let's
Phil,
do
this is where Phil shines. This is where Phil
it.
shines.
Nah, man.
Um,
Hey, man. Your picks. If y'all
I'm
been
getting there.
following,
I'm getting
if
there.
not, go back. Your picks, your analysis, kind of been a little spot on. I mean, I remember me and Jamar sat here, and I forget who we picked, but you picked the other team, and there you go.
I don't know. I just get lucky
Yeah, I
sometimes.
can't get.
I get
Yeah.
lucky sometimes. Um, so to run it down, we're gonna go over the Heisman winner. Then we're going to talk about, or sorry, we aren't going to talk about. I'm going to turn it over to Phil, and he's going to talk about some of the transfer portal um, declarations and players that
I
came out and
like
said
that
they're
one.
doing that
Because it's a declaration doesn't mean
they
they might go
declared.
back to their
Yeah,
school. You
they
never
may
know.
not get they might not get interest from the teams they want to go to. So they're gonna be like, "Hey, coach, I messed up. I want to be here. I want to keep playing for you." And then get told, "Yeah, well, you're gonna ride the bench." Say not, and then we will talk about the four um, playoff games. One tomorrow slash today because um, it's gonna come out tomorrow, and then three of them on Saturday. First off, I got to do this. Shout out our editor. I think for the first time ever, we put a podcast. We uploaded the podcast to the Google Drive, and within 6 hours, it was posted. So shout out you, Zach. Um, he literally posted that thing at like 4:30 a.m. our time.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I texted him. I was like, hey, you got the episode? He's like,
Zach's in Cali,
it's
man.
up.
That's why he said our time.
It's up. And I'm like, no, I'm talking about the one we recorded last night. He's like, yeah, it's been up. And I was like,
It's
oh,
been up.
I'm impressed. Good job. I'm proud of you. He's
Rock
like,
you.
he
Good,
said,
yeah,
from
good
here on
stuff,
out,
man.
you tell me when it's uploading. I'm on it and I'll have it posted. I said, okay. So, without further ado, for those that don't know, and if you don't know, I don't know why you're watching this podcast, because
Yeah.
this the would you say this is the biggest award or the second biggest award? I don't know if
This
the
is
Heisman's
the
higher than the Natty
this is the biggest individual award. The Heisman Trophy
winner
Heisman
award.
Trophy winner. Yep.
Um, so shit, I'm gonna butcher his name. Fernando Mendoza. Yes.
I mean, you got T Mac yesterday, so I'll give you that. But
Well,
but
no, I
but
just meant
yes,
I knew his last name was Mendoza. I just forgot his first name. I
no,
shouldn't be
but
doing this
I'm saying
podcast.
no. You're all right. You're all right. I'm saying you get pronunciations right because you got T Mac's name
Tetaroa
yesterday.
Macmillan.
There you go. You'll say
Listen,
it. I'll
listen.
call him T
We
Mac.
week in week out, listen to the announcer say his name. I finally just figured it out. So, but
No, but
yes,
yeah, man. Fernando Mendoza, man, the quarterback of the Indiana Hoosiers. Yes, people who are like living under a rock.
go
You're like, you're
Hosers.
like, you're like
Who?
Indiana. Their quarterback won a freaking Heisman trophy.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, their
man.
quarterback also beat Ohio State.
Indiana is nice, guys. Indiana is nice. This
Indiana's
is
number
the
one.
era. Hold on. Era. Indiana is the era. I mean, Indiana. This is
This is
the
the
era
era of
of
Indiana
NIL.
football.
No, this is the era of NIL. This is the era of pay to play. And if you got good coaching, with a mix of good money, you get Indiana because that's a hell of a coach in Kirk Signetti. And then you got good players that know your system, like Fernando Mendoza. Man, throughout the year, he definitely played solid. Other finalists was Diego Pavia. He came in second. You got Julian Sayin. And then it's escaping me who was the other finalist. But
Was it the? Did you
yeah,
say the running back?
oh yeah,
Love.
Jeremiah Love. There we go. That was the other finalist. So
Real
so
quick,
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. For me, I definitely I wanted Diego Pavia to win. If we just
I
gonna
was I
give
was
our opinions.
I was gonna say. Now, mind you, 33 touchdowns. I don't know if that's passing or if that's total.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 33 passing touchdowns to go along with 6 rushing touchdowns. 33 passing touchdowns is insane. But then you look at his passing yards, and he didn't even break 3K.
Who?
Mendoza,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is kind of crazy to me that the Heisman Trophy winner didn't even throw for 3,000 yards. But college football isn't the NFL because I'd be damned if a league MVP only threw for threw for under 3,000 yards. So that's my thing. If I wanted to give my opinion or who I thought,
Me, Diego Pavia. He's this generation's Johnny Manziel. Now, me and Colin, we're the same age. We grew up on Johnny Manziel. That was our era. A breath of fresh air. A different type of quarterback, not the protocol suit and tie. Hey, whatever, whatever. It was like I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna party hard. I'm gonna play hard, and I'm going to win football games at a school that doesn't win football games. At the time, Texas A&M didn't really win football games. And then you got Johnny Manziel coming on to the college scene. That's what Diego Pavia did. He came to Vanderbilt and turned that shit around. It was such a snub they didn't get to the playoffs. I believe if they had won against Georgia, they would have got or maybe or Alabama because they literally went 10-2, I believe. 9-3 or 10-2. But man, Diego Pavia, great season. Is he an NFL player? This is not an NFL pod, but I felt like he should have won the Heisman Trophy. But
mm,
Fernando Mendoza, good. I think, I think like I'm not mad that it went to him. That's what I'll say.
okay, I see where you're coming from. Um, Julian Sane should have won the Heisman. He threw for what? Two less touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
They both only threw 6 interceptions, and he threw for over 3,300 yards. To me, that's my Heisman guy. Now,
That's true.
what Ohio State? Okay, I mean, yeah, I get it. Ohio State lost one game. No, with I don't like that they do their conference playoffs as I like that they incorporate that into their actual record
Mm-hmm.
because technically they both were what 13-0, 12-0.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12-0 because Ohio
Mm-hmm.
State's now 12-1 and they're 13-0. I'm still not understanding how the fuck they picked this shit because
How it goes,
how do you
man.
not give it to the guy that threw yes 2 less touchdowns but or actually you
I'm
know
gonna
what I
tell you
didn't
right
look
now.
at
What's up?
Mendoza's the rusher or also a runner.
Yep.
Julian Sane is not negative -2 yards rushing on the season.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Literally, the Heisman Trophy winner
Isn't it
was
favoritism?
going to be was going to be determined by who won the Big Ten championship. Like literally, if you saw the odds going into it, Fernando Mendoza and Julian Sand was neck and neck. So that implied whoever won this
Won that
game
game is the winner.
is a high. Yeah, yeah. Is a
That's
high.
stupid.
The probability is high that they're gonna win the award, and that's what happened, man.
All right, all right. So we talked about it last night. We'll touch on it again for the opposite audience. Who we think is going? Um, who do we think is the best fit for Francisco Mendoza? So we
For
talked about
me,
it.
for me, I know you said Cardinals last night. But the Raiders also came up, and I was thinking more about it. I think if the Raiders could finagle it, they should probably get him
I mean, the
because I
Raiders
think
do.
Pete
The
Carroll
Raiders do need a quarterback.
and I think Pete Carroll could like end his career on a good note with a quarterback like Fernando Mendoza, who has physical talent, but you could tell like his superpower is his mind, the way he can probably dissect the playbook, the way he can maybe I wouldn't say lift up the players around him, but everyone could be on like a streamlined process and execution will probably definitely be on an uptick because Fernando Mendoza will be immersed in whatever Pete Carroll throws at him, and that's just my belief. So I think that would be a good fit over there.
So looking at it, it doesn't even say, like I'm looking at the draft order.
Mm.
It's saying the biggest needs for Arizona: tackle, receiver, running back, inside. What the fuck is an IOL?
Inside offensive lineman, but
Oh, and then
like
linebacker.
basically like a
A
guard.
guard, yeah,
That's what
okay.
they're talking. Yeah, but that's I think what you're reading, and I guess because nothing's official, like we all put it this way, we're
Yeah,
all
we
just
know
assuming. We're just all assuming they're moving
Kyler
on
Murray's
from
gone.
Kyler. Yeah, yeah. But like to the
Nobody
papers and
said
all
it,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Nobody, they
But like
didn't come out and say we're not going with Kyler next
it's
year.
not
And they
it's not
probably
an
won't until
NFL
next year.
pod, but yeah, it's not an NFL pod, but it's not working. I think they should probably look at Fernando Mendoza, but I think the Raiders definitely will look at Fernando Mendoza.
Uh,
Is there any way? Is there any way he drops like Kenny Pickett did? Like to the
see,
20s.
I don't think he drops. I think either the Jets or, now again, if the Cardinals decide to move on from um Kyler, the Jets have two number one picks or two first round picks. I can
I
see
just
them.
have a feeling. I just have a feeling they're trading one of them off.
Well, I was gonna
I
say
just
I
have
could
to.
see them trading the number five in like a second or a third, or
Mhm.
even a first round this year and a first round next year to the Giants. Give them the fifth this year, or shit, maybe even give them the 18th this year and one next year.
They go number
Move
one
up to number
overall. That's
one
for
and,
sure.
and take him
Okay,
again.
that's next.
If the Cardinals are moving on from Kyler, I could also see them trading their first round pick and a one next year or a couple twos to the Giants.
Hmm.
Um, Commanders are good. I don't think the Saints are going to shot for one. The Bengals, I mean,
There's rumblings.
The way Joe Burrow's been talking,
There's rumblings he might
he
come to the
might he
Vikings.
what? Who? Joe Burrow?
Nah, maybe nah. Yeah, that's just I'm let me pump the brakes. That's just amongst the
The Vikings
Vikings.
fans. Okay.
There's just because there was small talk that Joe Burrow, like somebody leaked that Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson were hanging out about like 2 months ago, and they were literally talking on a serious note, basically alluding to if this doesn't work out with JJ McCarthy, how would it be cool if like there was a trade happen, they would switch nines because they're both number nines, and they could it could be like old times. So and then people kind
But
of ran
it's
with
like
that.
old times with him and Jamar.
Yeah, and obviously it's not working. So let's see if the other one works. That's kind of what. But at the same time, I'm not holding my breath. I think JJ McCarthy, as we talked last night, it's not an NFL pod, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But
JJ's on the up and up.
I'm just alluding to what you're saying. Maybe Bengals. If
No,
something does happen
because
with
I'm
Joe
thinking
Burrow,
Joe Burrow's talking like he might retire after this season because he's not having fun anymore.
oh shit, no, he's not retiring. He wants to leave Cincinnati. That's what he's talking about. His ass would have leave. He wants to win some shit. You know what I mean? He's literally the best, or at least had the best season, for a quarterback, like and for a college football player. Like he left glory. You know what I mean? He left glorious. I should say from LSU, and since he's been here, he got to the Super Bowl,
So I
but
say he made a
or
Super Bowl, but they're just not building the defense.
there you go.
That's the problem.
But without because it's not about going through the list or whatever. So we're just saying
That
pretty
was it.
much.
That's all I looked
Um,
at.
Cardinals, Raiders. You said
Jets,
Jets.
and
Yeah,
possibly the Bengals, depending on what Joe Burrow does at the end
goes
of the
on.
season.
But hey,
Um,
Fernando Mendoza, good shit, I guess.
Now I'm gonna, I guess.
Nah, I told you I want Diego Pavia to win.
um, Now take it away, Phil. Talk about these transfer portal guys.
Hey man, I don't want to go, on too much tangent, but I probably will, because the transfer portal is going crazy. Um, I'm gonna say some things that are, probably obvious if you're a super college football fan, or if you're already like, if you're like me, get these alerts. But
I've been getting all the
the
alerts.
former
I just don't send them to you because I know you're getting them too.
there you go. The former 5 star, out of Florida, DJ Lagway. He said, "F it, I'm not messing with the new staff." He entered the transfer portal. There's talks of maybe going to Baylor. That's where his dad played. He's from Texas, so you know what I mean. But also, there's also like Miami chatter, LSU, but LSU is literally attached to damn near everybody, as you'll
As
see.
always.
The Sam Levitt, another I wouldn't. It's crazy. It was obvious because there was chatter about it, but he had a pretty good season. I felt like him and Kenny Dillingham, the head coach for Arizona State. I thought there was like a package deal. I thought they worked real well.
One,
Like,
one and one. You leave, I
like
leave.
head coach and quarterback that can be effective in the head coach's system. Like, you know what I mean. But hey, money talks. And I told you NIL era. So he's entering the transfer portal. Um, he's linked to Oregon if Dante Moore enters the draft, LSU, and and again Miami. All the top guys, what I mean, are going to be linked to these schools, and stuff like that. One that threw me for a loop was North Carolina State, NC State's running back Hollywood Smothers. Man, he's an electric running back. I won some money, basically on his back betting on NC State because he's that nice. But I also thought, why not ride it out with NC State? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when you're effective in the system, and I believe he only has 1 year, maybe even 2 years of eligibility. Ride it out, then go to the NFL. But hey, NIL. So I haven't saw anything of where he could potentially land, but leaving the ACC, I expect him to go either Big Ten or SEC because his talents are like that, in my opinion. Kind of like when Jameer Gibbs, for y'all fans out there, kind of like when Jameer Gibbs jumped from Georgia Tech to Alabama before he went to the NFL draft. That jump made him a top 15 overall pick. You know what I mean? And look what he's doing with the line. So maybe Hollywood Smothers. Y'all remember that name, NFL fans. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? I mean, there's a plethora of people. Like I'm trying to keep it to like I guess the
Bigger names.
import. Yeah. Because like for me, I could name like the whole
The
literally.
offensive
If y'all
tackle
watch
for
Maryland,
Tulane said I'm out. Like,
yeah,
okay, good for
like
you,
yeah,
buddy.
if y'all watched Maryland football this year, they had a former 5 star freshman. Well, he was a freshman this year. He was balling out for them, and in that caused literally the whole quarterback room to transfer. Like their 3 quarterbacks on scholarship, they just dipped. Yeah, like stuff like that happened today, like or
I'm
during
out
this
of here. I'm
cycle.
sorry. I ain't doing this.
Like that's crazy. The craziest one that just happened today, y'all. TCU's most decorated quarterback, Josh
I saw
Uber.
that.
What? That blew my mind. See, stuff like that. Another one that's like you are the system, but money talks. You're leaving. Shit, Big Ten or SEC. Like when big names that are super established, in my opinion, Big Ten or SEC, because who else can spend more money than you know what I mean? And or I will also say, don't sleep on Virginia Tech because James Franklin's over there. He knows how to recruit. He knows how to
Yeah.
bring people in.
That's
And
the
they
other thing.
also
That's
got
the other
a
thing with all these new coaching hires.
absolutely.
They it's enticing. Um, because yeah, you never know. You see what they bring to one team, and now they're on a new team that may not have what you can bring.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I'm out. I'm surprised a bunch of Penn State players have been like, yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna go talk to James Franklin and that kind of thing
I
with the other
mean,
coaches too.
trust me, there's going to be some more players that enter the
Oh
transfer
no, I
portal
know.
as their teams
Get
lose.
eliminated and
Yeah. Or some guys that are just going to play in the bowl game and stuff like that. But those are the big ones that I could think off the top of my head. Because I didn't want to go on a super tangent, but I wanted to talk about some of the big names that we're going to see playing in another jersey next year. Um, so yeah, man, that's all I got.
all right. Well then, with that, we can move into the playoff games. First one on the list is Friday, 8 p.m. Number 9 Alabama at number 8 Oklahoma. Spread is OU -1.5. Right off the
Mm-hmm.
back, you know I've been riding with them. Other than week one,
Mm-hmm.
give me Alabama spread. Alabama +1.5.
Okay.
I just think I don't know. I think Alabama because Alabama what beat Georgia? No, Georgia
Yeah, they
lost.
did.
Yeah, they did. No, they did. Yeah.
They
So
did the first time, but then they lost in the um
did
in
they lose in
the
the
SEC
championship game?
championship. Yeah, Georgia won the SEC
Oh,
championship, but they did beat them earlier in the season. But yeah,
so I feel like going off that, Alabama Alabama's not done with Georgia. I think Alabama wants to come back and settle this with the best of three, winner takes all.
okay,
Um,
okay,
I know it's saying a lot of I'm seeing a lot of stuff saying that Oklahoma can definitely easily take care of business and
yeah.
knock Alabama out of the playoffs. But give me Alabama +1.5. What did it open at? How? Okay, what the hell happened then? Oh, I see what happened. Mad people put. Mad people took. Well, no, that this would mean mad people bet on Oklahoma. If it opened one -1.5 for Alabama and now it's -1.5 Oklahoma. Am I am I am
Yeah,
I
yep.
am I getting this? Am I starting to understand this spread stuff more and more?
Little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what it is. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
Hell yeah,
Thanks,
it's a
Dad.
great moment.
But yeah, give me Alabama +1.5 now. Um,
Okay.
are we split here? Are you going the opposite way?
At first I definitely wanted to go Oklahoma because Alabama, the times they've either lost or looked weak is when Jam Miller hasn't been able to play. That's their whole run game. He's a freak of nature, a force in the backfield for Alabama. Usually they have like studs upon studs. And in my opinion, they do have guys that can run the ball. Maybe they're just a little undeveloped or maybe, whatever. Maybe it's just not their time to shine in Tuscaloosa. And maybe that's next year. But what I will say, Jam Miller, from my knowledge, is still questionable. And if he doesn't play, I know Oklahoma's
Oh,
defense could shut them down. But I don't know, man. Something tells me Alabama, with Kalen DeBoer, like the rumors were swirling that Michigan was going to throw a lot of money his way to pull him out and make him Michigan's head coach. And then he put out a statement like, "Hell nah, I'm roll tide till I die" type of stuff. I just feel like they got to follow up that momentum he already preached like a
mm-hmm.
week ago with a win here. And in my opinion, John Mateer was going to win the Heisman. He was on his way till he fucked up his thumb. Sorry for the F word, y'all. Till he messed up his thumb. Um, and
We're
he
past
hasn't
10
really
minutes. We're
been
past 10 minutes. We don't have to worry about cursing anymore.
okay.
For
Yeah,
some reason, it's with the YouTube algorithm. It's the
yeah,
first 10 minutes. If there's cursing, there's
yeah.
probably about a 90% chance you're gonna get demonetized and that video is gonna be scrapped. Also,
So
Jam Miller is a full go for tomorrow.
and that's why we go to Alabama.
You were
That's
going
why we go
Oklahoma,
to
you
Alabama.
son of a bitch.
Nah. I already started saying I was
Oh,
going to Oklahoma. So I was already going to Alabama because what the before you told me about Jam Miller's availability, the the handicap for me was John Mateer, who in my opinion was playing like the Heisman front runner in the beginning of the season, the first 5 6 games before he hurt his thumb. Hasn't really been the same. And in my opinion, if Alabama could get pressure on Oklahoma's offensive line, John Mateer turns into hero ball. And hero ball means sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
And versus a defense like Alabama, it's going to probably more of sometimes maybe bad. So that's why I agree with you, my brother. We going Alabama tomorrow. Money line, but spread too. But might as well just go money
Oh
line. They
yeah,
wouldn't.
1.5
Yeah,
isn't much. Game two, Saturday, noon Eastern time.
I feel like we might be different on this one.
Miami versus Texas A&M. Right now, it opened -4 for Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, it's -3.5 for Texas. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to surprise you here.
Oh, okay.
Give me Miami +3.5.
You didn't surprise me at all,
Oh.
buddy. Man, because I'm going Texas A&M. I knew this. I knew this day would. I knew this day was gonna happen. When I looked at the board a few days ago, I was like, yeah, he's gonna pick Miami. You might be right, but man, I'm going Texas A&M because both teams haven't really faced a super crazy caliber team since early in the season. However, Texas A&M's offense, in my opinion, is equipped to not exploit, but to push around that defense. Whereas Texas A&M defense got some dogs and can contain Malachi Tony. C.J. Daniels is a maybe I won't say inconsistent, but I'll say quiet wide receiver. So if they bracket Malachi Tony, they're gonna force CJ Daniels to step up, and he hasn't shown that he could go crazy and step up really ever since that crazy catch he had at Notre Dame, right? That really could have been a pick, but like I said, crazy catch.
Oh,
Um,
wait. Oh, for Miami?
yeah, Miami, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I wanted to make sure I was thinking of the same catch you were.
yep. So when they played Notre Dame, so yeah, man, that's why I'm going Texas A&M. I just feel like they got the horsepower, they got the coaches. I'm going better team, better coach. That's pretty much what's going on. I
Okay.
low key and I might do it tomorrow. I low key feel like Texas A&M might win the whole thing, but I know they got to go through Georgia, I believe, if they win this one. But I think they could win the whole thing. So and if they don't, I do really truly believe they could win this game. So that's what I got, man.
Okay. So for the third game on Saturday, or I guess technically the second game on Saturday, third game on the schedule, Tulane versus Ole Miss. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we're going to differ on this one.
Good.
Well, maybe spread wise, we might, but I think we can both agree who's going to win this game. Ole Miss is -17.5.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Do we advise them to take Tulane's spread, or do we think this is going to be an absolute beatdown?
The crazy thing is, both head coaches left for new jobs. Now, Lane Kiffin is not coaching this. However, I think John Summerall is coaching this. I do think he is. So that already tells me I'm taking two-lane spread because one head coach is actually coaching while the other one is not. Some players from the chatter on Twitter and some of the vague answerings of the questions some of the players have been getting about their future with Ole Miss makes me believe some of these guys are already thinking about, am I going to have a spot on Lane's team next year? And some of these guys already know they have a spot with Lane on Lane's team next year. So not we both agree Ole Miss is winning this game,
Yeah,
but it,
Ole Miss is going to win.
but but this might be a little bit tighter. This might be a little 10-14
10, yeah. I was thinking maybe
victory.
+10, Maybe
You know what
even
I'm saying?
+8.
So yeah, so I guess we don't differ here. I think we're both on Tulane spread.
But definitely
Yeah,
no
yeah.
shot that that Tulane
I don't
pulls it
think
off.
so. I don't because even though the
And
head coach is there, I just
ESPN
remember.
analytics agrees with us because only 16% chose Tulane.
There you go.
That's yeah. This
But yeah, I mean that's the quickest analysis because
that's
I
crazy.
mean
How did Tulane make it over Notre Dame?
it's just because it's just how the
It's favoritism.
schedules, well, yeah, strength of schedules, situational spots, conference. Obviously, every year one G5 team is supposed to make it. This is
Oh,
the
that's
first year
Tulane.
two G5s team made it. This first year two G5 teams made it,
Who else?
and the next team we're about to talk
Okay.
about.
And that would be. Oh, okay. If we were sure on the last game, I guarantee you we're gonna be sure on this one too.
Mm.
7:30 on Saturday, we got JMU versus Oregon. Oregon is minus 20.5.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon to win and Oregon to cover.
I was about to say, lay it,
But
lay it.
you can't lay to win and cover, can you? Well, I guess
Yeah, I mean together. I don't know. I don't really don't know about all that.
well
I've
that's
never
what you
tried
mean
it, but
lay it. No? Or
yeah.
you just
But I'm
mean bet
saying,
it.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lay it. You know what I mean? That'd be my pick. They are gonna win by like at the minimum. I think they're gonna win by
20
24
24.
because because again we have another coach who is I think he is coaching, but he's thinking about
JMU,
his
yeah, JMU's coaches. I think he's
he's thinking about
staying through
UCLA.
the
Yeah, but he's thinking about UCLA. Okay, all right, and Oregon they got now. You can argue even though everybody's staying, Oregon's both their offense and defensive coordinators
are
also
gone.
have future head
Or
coaching jobs. No, they're
they're
still
still there?
coming
Okay.
through.
Yeah, I think we talked
But
about that a couple weeks ago when we talked about the coaching.
hell yeah, small tangent. I'm actually excited for Kentucky because Will Stein. I've been following him as an coordinator since his UTSA days, and he always has
Has
his
a high
quarterback
powered
and wide
offense.
receivers putting up numbers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm excited to see what he can do in the SEC with Kentucky. Um, the Tasha Lupoy, I don't really know too much
The
about him,
defensive
but
coordinator?
yeah, I don't really know too much about like his journey, but I obviously he did a pretty great job at Oregon. So we'll see how he does
What's
at
his
his
name?
next stop. Tosh Lupoy.
I think we looked this up.
Hmm.
Um
He's over there at Cal, and he gets to coach the. He's gonna be he's the next Tua as a prospect, not the next Tua as an NFL guy, but because he's Hawaiian and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, JKS. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a top five pick, man, if he keeps developing and keeps playing like how he was last year. So he gets to coach him. So that's dope. You know.
So Tosh was a couple years as the defensive line coach, couple or one for defensive assistant,
Mm.
linebackers, code DC slash linebackers, DC linebacker, defensive line, defensive coordinator, and now head coach. So
There you go.
he's had his what did he start? 2008 was his first year, which is funny. I think we also talked about this then. He started his career as Cal's defensive line coach, and now he's going
And then
back
he
to
goes to
Cal
the home.
as their head coach. Also, 3 of those years he's in the NFL. 2019 with the Browns, 2020 with the Falcons, and then 21 with the Jaguars.
Word. Get your experience, NFL experience. I get
Yeah,
it.
I definitely think that NFL experience also helps kind of bolster his
Yeah.
appeal to coaches. But
So yeah, we don't really. I'm sorry, the last two games the analysis was short, y'all, but
yeah, there's not much to talk about.
that's kind of how I feel. Tulane to
He said
cover
G5
and
teams.
Oregon to cover. Now, the
No,
only reason
no. Tulane to cover and Oregon to
that's what I
cover.
said.
No, you said
That's
JMU to
literally
cover. You said JMU to cover. I will listen back to this right away.
okay. And then I want $20
You're not
because
getting
if
anything. You're not getting
that
shit.
then we can't bet because this
There
is
was
because
no bet.
like
I didn't say bet.
I never even said the word JMU. I never even said the word JMU, man.
Okay.
I literally said Tulane to cover, and then I just went like this, and yeah, and then you said, hey, I didn't even say I didn't even get to say Oregon, man. You
Okay.
gonna see? I didn't
Okay.
even get to say Oregon.
Okay. Um. Damn. Does that wrap this one up already?
Now, y'all, man,
35 minutes. That's all.
yeah, and that's what I love about it. Straight to the point, y'all. Y'all, college football this is the playoffs. I mean, who do you think gonna win the whole thing? I kind of already said Texas A&M for me. I think it's gonna be Texas A&M versus Ohio State in the. I think that's how the brackets were set up. I was looking at it yesterday.
CFP. CFP bracket. Um. What did you say? Who does who have? Oh no, Texas A&M has to play. If Texas A&M wins, they play Ohio State next week. So there
I'm
is
bugging.
no Ohio State,
I'm bugging. Nah,
Texas
so what's
A&M.
the other? Yo, who? So yeah, I'm
So
bugging. So
so it's
who's
Georgia plays Tulane or Ole Miss, Indiana plays
yeah?
Alabama, Oklahoma, and Texas Tech plays Oregon.
Huh? Either way, I think Texas A&M gonna win the whole thing. I thought the Texas A&M had to play Georgia, but
No,
maybe
no,
I'm
that's
bugging.
Tulane or Ole Miss.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. So Ole Miss is gonna play Georgia, and then Georgia's gonna win. Yeah, I mean Georgia could actually win it all. They got a kind of one of the easiest paths, but
No, because then Georgia would have to play the winner of more than likely Ohio State.
what? It's like in the championship?
No, the next game. Here,
No,
here,
no, no,
here,
no.
here.
Yeah. Can you pull it up? I can't. Yeah, I can't. I gotta look at the bracket, y'all. But I still like Texas A&M to win it all, man. I ain't gonna
You
lie
see
to
it?
you. No. Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, Georgia and Ohio
So
State are
yeah,
on the same
Texas
side.
A&M, Ohio State, and then okay, all right. So my fault. It's Oregon and Alabama. So I think all right. So my fault. So it's gonna be Texas A&M versus Alabama. Nah, yeah. Because Alabama, I low key
You said
Texas Tech.
Oklahoma was gonna win.
Nah.
Oh no, we
Remember, I
agreed. We
told
agreed. We agreed. Yeah,
yeah, man.
my bad.
You guys, yeah. But you're good though. But I did think, I did mess up. So, but I do think Texas A&M is gonna win versus, but the opponent is probably gonna be Alabama. I don't, cause I don't know. It depends, man. If Evan Stewart, yeah,
Indiana could upset or
nah,
beat.
Indiana just lost one of the top defenders to an ACL tear, and he's like mad key, and these teams are gonna attack the hell out of that. I think, in my opinion, Indiana about to lose to Alabama, or maybe they'll beat Alabama, but they'll definitely lose to because Oregon's not gonna lose twice to them. That's not how shit works. That's another
You
reason why
think Oregon's
Alabama's gonna
gonna
win.
beat? You think Oregon's gonna beat Texas Tech?
Yeah, yeah. Texas Tech is nice, but I got to see them play a big boy squad. So I'm already telling you they losing that one.
Okay.
Like, but so yeah, man, give me an SEC championship game again, but it'll be Texas A&M versus Alabama. There you go. Ohio State ain't making it, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. They ain't making it.
Whatever you say, brother. You're you're supposed to be the college football guy, so I guess if that's what you think, that's probably what's gonna happen.
No, it's not about that. It's just that's I just out of all the teams, who's the most complete? Yeah, Georgia's one of the most complete. Ohio State's one of the most complete. But those are obvious answers. I'm always looking for like, what's the team that actually has a real shot that people aren't talking about? And in my opinion, that's Texas A&M.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps up this episode. As always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us and listening to us spew some shit. And we look forward to seeing y'all again next week.
And if you like music, my boy, he's in a band called School Drugs. This is his hoodie, and I rock with it.
Cut that out. We'll see y'all next week.
We will be just